Alrighty, we're back. Red Barn Builds 99, back at you, and we've got the 2020 Mercedes E350. And what I'm gonna be doing is lowering springs. Gonna drop this down a little bit, make it look a little sleek. We got the H&R lowering springs, customer rated #1. Amazing Gemini. Always like the blue. Beautiful blue. Important read. I guess I'm gonna have to read this. What do you think? Should I read this? So, gonna pop the hood, raise the car up, take you along, show you how to do lowering springs on a 2020 Mercedes E350. Let's get at it. So, when you get the hood open, there is this plastic cover that goes right here. It's two little twist fasteners, plastic screws. You don't do those. Pops right off. Pops right off. There's a rubber seal. Move that out of the way. And then there is where all the wiring harness goes down along the strut tower. There's a plastic cover with the seal. Pull that. There's 3 clips. You pull that up and back toward. You fold it up and back. That'll give you better access to the strut mount. There are strut nuts. So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to jack this side up and start taking the wheel off and disassembling the strut to take the strut out. Okay, so there are a couple fasteners in here they need to take care of. Where the brake line connects to the strut, I'm going to be undoing that lower bolt and nut. Move these plastic fasteners, the brake line fastener, all that. And then what we should be able to do is move the control arm down a little bit and move and pull the strut away from the lower control arm so that we can then loosen the top nuts and then pull the strut out. Let's get at it. Alrighty, so we're in the back. You gotta get the wheel off, get the car jacked up, get on a roller, something like that. And then you got the rear control arm, alright? There's the spring. So what you're gonna wanna do is you're gonna wanna disconnect this bolt. You're gonna want to get a jack up under here so you can let the pressure down slowly. And then what you can do is you can take the spring out. You may have to disconnect the strut bolt also. We'll see. Probably actually gonna have to disconnect the strut bolt as well, just so that the control arm will sway. Possibly the sway bar end link as well. Yeah. I'm gonna disconnect the sway bar end link and the strut, or the shock. That way this control arm can just articulate down from right here when I undo this bolt. And then the spring will just come on right out. Let's do it. Oh yeah, and by the way, that is a triple square M12, and that is an 18mm nut. That's an E-Torx normal nut. Looks like a 13 and an 18, probably. Just so you know. Okay, so as you can see, the driver's side is now in. Everything is tight. There is a plastic cover that just has these kind of pinch tabs that hold it on. Then there are two E-bits. I think I already told you that, for the shock that you got to disconnect and the sway bar end link that you got to disconnect. And yeah, that's in. It's looking good. So that's the driver's side. I'm gonna throw the wheel back on. I'm gonna throw it down. It's not going to be as low as as it's actually going to be when I first drop it down, because the suspension's gonna have to settle a little bit. So it's not gonna be as, it's not gonna give you a realistic impression of what it actually is gonna look like. So what I'll do is I'll have him drive it around for a bit, send me some pictures, and I'll throw it in this video. Sound good? Sounds good. Alrighty. So that is how you do lowering springs on a 2020, I believe it's a 2020, Mercedes E350. Red Barn Build's doing another beautiful job on a beautiful car. I will see you on the next one. Bye!
More fouling in the land. For auto, thought to take and be dead.